Welcome to Stages of the Game. I'm your host, Griffey.
Night. I'm Riley Olmstead.
And I'm Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Gang.
Are you about that gang? So you guys want to start off with Phillip Rivers and his impressive 25 starting completion passes against a not so good team?
No.
Okay, then let's not start off with that. Let's start off with the Jags fight, actually, because that was probably the most interesting thing that happened this week.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, let's get into that.
I'd have to say that was the most...
Yeah, and you know what really sucked is if you had Leonard Fournette on your fantasy team and he got suspended.
Yeah, you know
really
what's funny is it's nothing new because he's been out the whole fucking season, so...
For the last three games, he scored 20-something points.
Yeah, he's had over 20 points in both games that he's been back. And I was like, I mean, I'm definitely going to win it all this year now because I'm playoff bound and I got Fournette healthy. And he does that shit. So now
the best part was
lose.
they fight and then they lose the game. that was my favorite
and then
part.
Riley just told me on the way here he tried to appeal it. Like,
yeah.
What is your appeal?
He's trying to appeal. He's trying to appeal it. He's trying to appeal it like he didn't do it.
Yeah, like you totally threw punches at that man.
Caught on camera.
Yeah, everybody saw it.
Whole team got involved.
Yeah, millions of people saw that. You're like, nah, dude.
No, it didn't happen.
I was
And
just trying to scare him.
like they fight, they lose the game. It just makes everything so great.
The Jags are a mess too now because also Blake Bortles being benched. They're like,
And they just fired their offensive coordinator. So
hit the bench.
ooh.
dude,
Yeah.
Who's their starting quarterback now?
Cody Kessler.
Ooh.
They have a new
They might win.
quarterback at the helm, and they have to get an entirely new offensive playbook, pretty much.
I don't think that guy even had a playbook.
Probably not.
And I don't think Blake Bortles can read.
I think the playbook was give it to Fournette, and then when Fournette
Well,
was
hey,
out,
here's
they're
the thing. You can't really
Yeah.
use the whole offensive coordinator thing because the Browns made that irrelevant.
like, yeah, but their offensive coordinator was bringing
Worse?
them down. Yeah, it was
Worse?
like
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield could just go out and throw the ball at random routes, and it'd be better.
I feel like Baker Mayfield's just winging it right now. It seems
I think
like
that
he's
whole
just
fucking
like,
Browns.
I
team
think he is the
They're
offensive
genuinely
coordinator.
talented.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield's also the coordinator.
Baker Mayfield's at practice. He's like, all right, everybody line up. You run this, and then he just goes back. He's like, 70 yards.
I wish they still had Josh
Jarvis
Gordon.
Landry.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, I wish that
Dude.
he was on their team without Hugh Jackson.
I feel like the Patriots aren't using him to his potential. Because remember that one year where it was like that good year he had in Cleveland? He had like almost 2,000 yards. It was fucking ridiculous. And he's not even coming close to that. He's like behind Edelman and whoever else they have. I don't even know their wide receivers. Outside of Gronk, it's like
Edelman.
a bunch of white dudes.
Yeah, who's that other white guy?
It's Chris Hogan, right?
Yeah, Hogan.
Yeah.
God, I was thinking.
What is okay? Can we talk about why white wide receivers are such a Patriots thing? Like it's been Edelman or Wes Welker or what was that one guy? Amendola. Yeah, it's always
Rex
white guys.
Burkhead is a running back? That's the whitest
Rob
name.
Gronkowski.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think they're probably the whitest team of the past 10
They
years.
didn't draft Randy Moss. They just picked him up. They're like, I mean, you know, he is black, but he's also really good. So we'll get him, I guess.
I guess we'll have to get him. I mean,
That's on to
he's
Cincinnati.
a good wide receiver on to Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati.
Thank you for.
So, speaking of the Browns, Baker Mayfield and their coach have beef, I guess.
I don't think there's a beef.
Give me a hug. That's what happened. Did you see him? He touched his head because he wouldn't hug him.
I didn't see.
Yeah, so after the game, Baker Mayfield, like, he came up to him, and then, like, they shook hands, and then the coach tried to hug him and, like, say you were Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Say you were Baker Mayfield, you didn't come in, so the coach just tapped him on the head.
Oh.
Yeah, he just tapped
I
him
didn't
on
know
the
you were
head.
reenacting that. I thought you were gonna do that thing.
No,
where you fart on your hand and
I
you
think
put
the,
it on somebody's
the
face.
reenactment was more awkward to watch than the actual.
Did you watch the
I
actual
was-
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I thought that was hilarious. And then
He threw so much shade at him. Did you fart? Because you got that I just
No,
farted face
no.
on.
And then the
I'm laughing
interception.
at the fucking awkward.
Yeah, it was, I just expected
You do it on him.
I just
you can't make
expected
that-
him to go
dude,
back.
Come on.
I mean, it's inherently awkward, but
No. You were supposed to back up, like not want to hug me.
Okay, all right.
that's exactly what I did, though.
No, you went in for the kiss.
Wait, Baker Mayfield kissed Hugh Jackson?
No,
Baker
Are they
Mayfield is gay
secret gay
confirmed?
lovers? Confirmed?
Dwight Howard. Another interesting thing though was like the interception. Loved it. So a cornerback for the Browns got an interception and then brought their former coach the
Oh,
ball.
yeah. That was
Yeah,
actually...
that
I don't know
was-
what his
I don't remember
intention
who
was.
that
If he
was.
was being a dick or if he was just like...
I didn't know he was 100% being
Yeah,
a
it
dick.
was shade.
He was
Super
100% being a dick. I think that whole team was just like,
I think it's sort of unjustified, though, because you can hate him for being like a bad coach because you can definitely make that argument like 10 times over. But going to Cincinnati, you can't be like, oh, he joined our rival because like
the
he's
team we
just,
play twice a year.
No, when
Yeah,
you
he's
get
just
fired,
taken a
you
job
go
that
to
he's
work
got.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Bengals or Cinnatopia.
Any college team, both those I can't remember their names now. One went to Michigan, one went to Ohio.
The Harbaugh.
Yeah, Harbaugh
dudes.
brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Baker
Rather do that.
Mayfield after in his interview was like, well, he told us to win for him, and then he went and joined another team. Well, yeah, I would too if I was getting paid.
If I got straight up fired, I'd be like, I would go anywhere that someone
If
would
I
take
got
me.
fi-
Especially if I
yeah.
had
Fired
one
from
win
Cleveland.
within like 3 seasons.
Yeah, and then somebody offers you a job, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'll take it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you know how many wins I have? It's not a lot.
They're probably just like not paying him, like or they're paying him in like some dumb compensation.
bucks.
They're paying him food stamps or
Shroot
something.
buck?
Yeah. Stanley Nichols.
They gave him a 1-year subscription
What's
to
the
Movie
ratio?
Pass. Yeah, what else happened? That was all.
Oh,
Nothing,
DeMarcus.
that's it. Good night.
DeMarcus Lawrence, which I have the quote right here that I wanted to read because
Oh, talking shit about the
the
Saints.
Saints. Well, not really talking shit, just saying that how
Marcus Lawrence, isn't that guy in Wild Hogs?
Wild Hogs.
Bad Boys.
So he's said,
Is it
We've
the
been
biker
ta-
movie thing?
Yeah.
William Macy.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
It's Martin Lawrence is in it.
Oh,
we've been talked up as being the difference. They're going to have to match our intensity for 60 minutes straight. If you hit a expletive. Oh, so they
Expletive.
bad word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad word. In the
We don't say
mouth,
bad words.
and they ain't doing what they regularly doing, and putting up 50 points. They start to get a little distressed. So now you got them where you want them at then. Bad word. Choke their ass out. Okay, why didn't you? Why? What? Anyway, he said then you got to choke their ass out pretty much, and he's talking about the Saints. I'm sorry, but do you really think you're gonna beat the Saints
Yeah.
right
did
now?
he just say he's going to choke Drew Brees' ass out?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because
Pretty much.
that's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he's married.
Yeah. He's got like multiple kids.
no, like you're playing them on a primetime stage. In your last 2 games, you beat the Eagles, who haven't been playing good, and then you beat the Redskins, who didn't have a quarterback. And then you're going up against Drew Brees, one of the highest scoring offenses in the league. One of them, not the
Well, I
highest
will
scores.
say, I think that they have some guys that if they get into a shootout, they're well equipped to deal with that, like Christian McCaffrey and Greg Olson. I think they've and obviously Cam Newton, just like he can make plays happen. I think they could get into a shootout with them, but their defense can't stop the Saints. I
So
think the
saying
Saints
you're gonna
defense can't
choke
stop
they
the
ass
Panthers.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are strong words to be saying to a team that is only lost one game the whole season
Yeah,
and is about to break the record for most 40-point games in a season, most likely, and they might do it against you. I don't know what he's thinking. He's probably just trying to play up the matchup or whatever.
DeMarcus Lawrence, if you're watching, you're not psyching anyone out. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think their defense is equipped enough. I mean, Sean Lee's not even playing.
They still have Kuechly, right?
The Cowboys?
No, the Panthers.
No, it's the Cowboys. DeMarcus Lawrence is on the Cowboys.
Who are Oh, fuck. I was thinking of... When did have the Panthers already played the Saints? I was just talking about the Panthers.
Yeah.
Okay, forget everything that I just said.
I was gonna.
The Cowboys are definitely gonna lose.
Yeah.
And
When you said they were well equipped, I was thinking Amari Cooper, yeah, and then you started saying Christian McCaffrey, and I was
why
like,
didn't you
maybe I thought I was.
You
wrong.
just let me sound like an idiot?
Yeah, I thought I was wrong, and
that-
I didn't want to sound like an idiot.
Okay, well that point stands though because they have Amari Cooper and Ezekiel Elliott. It's the same type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Well, their defense is better though. I think.
The Cowboys defense?
Yeah.
Really?
Haven't
I think
they been
the Panthers
playing pretty
defense is
well?
better.
yeah, I think the Panthers' defense is way better than the Cowboys.
Well, I think the Cowboys' defense has been like.
The Cowboys have just been putting up more points
Yeah,
against not so good teams.
Dak Prescott's playing really well right now.
Yeah, their offense is aight, but I wouldn't say their defense is something great. I mean, I think the Bears' defense, I think the Packers' defense is better than the Cowboys' defense. But then again, I could be biased because they're in my division and I don't want them to do good. So
I do know. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't there a year when the Saints almost went undefeated and the Cowboys beat them?
that might be true. Yeah,
I think this scenario has happened before. I mean, they're not undefeated, but
yeah,
I remember there being a game where the Saints were like, they had like a couple games left and they played the Cowboys and they were the underdogs and they beat them and they knocked them off. They weren't going to go undefeated. So.
Next on the list is the AFC wild card. Is that pretty much decided?
Broncos have a chance.
Yeah, Broncos
Really?
do have a chance.
If they
almost.
win out, it's still unlikely, but they're not out of it.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
read
but
you.
the Chargers are getting in.
Yeah, I'm not. I was joking. They're Broncos.
Okay, I was going to say.
no,
If the Chargers lost like every game and the Broncos won every game, then I think that scenario would work.
Just tank
you
and go
need
for a good
the
draft pick.
Chargers to
That's-
lose. Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
Almost every game.
Almost every game.
Because the Chiefs aren't relinquishing
Yeah,
that.
and
No, Chiefs are number one right now.
okay, so you need to be. Oh, you have an easy part of your
Yeah,
schedule
no.
coming up though.
The first half of the season was pretty difficult, and then
Yeah, I mean
Now it's
you got
easy.
the Bengals, 49ers, Broncos.
Broncos are playing the Broncos.
I mean Broncos, Browns, Raiders, and then you have the Chargers again. And let's see what the Chargers schedule is like. I didn't mean Broncos. I was reading home
Yeah, I know.
games. And the Chargers have the Chiefs, Ravens, Bengals, and Broncos.
But the thing is, even
So-
if they win all their games, the Chiefs or the Chargers still have to lose.
and the
out.
Steelers.
Yeah, so I mean, those
In
are
the
pretty difficult
Steelers.
teams. So the
Lose
Chargers.
it.
I mean, it could happen.
It could happen. But
The odds of it are very, very unlikely. So
I mean, you have the Patriots 8-3, Chiefs 9-2, Chargers 8-3, Steelers 7-3,
Steelers are winning that division.
Ravens 6-5, Texans
And then-
8-3, and then Colts 6-5. Like that's
the Broncos.
that's pretty much like, I'm not trying to be rude against the Broncos, but that's pretty much decided. Like
No, I know.
after that, you got a 4-6-1 team. Like
It's not. Yeah, but even if the Broncos did tank the rest of the season, I think they're still going to get around the same draft pick because all the other they're right in the middle. It seems like
Yeah.
they could be even at the end of the season, or like 1 or 2 games ahead or below. So
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for 8-8, but As an Eagles
What are the
fan.
Eagles at right now?
We're
Actually?
we're at 5-6.
Ooh.
And
possible.
speaking of the Eagles, our division's still wide open. We got 6-5, 6-5, 5-6, and then 3-8.
I think the Cowboys are gonna win that actually.
Yeah, but
For a while they looked really bad, but now I think
yeah, their hardest game is the Saints, Eagles, and Colts, and then they got the Buccaneers and the Giants.
Well, Dak Prescott's got a freaking actual target now. Ezekiel Elliott is actually playing good, like his old self.
Yeah,
It's making sense that they're winning now.
coming together. Yeah.
yeah, and the Cowboys have their one of the easiest parts of their schedule. We got the Cowboys, Rams, Texans.
Texans is difficult.
Yeah, and the Rams are very difficult.
That's the
I
Eagles
didn't-
schedule.
Yeah, that's why I'm shooting for 8-8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the Redskins twice still, but I'm shooting for 8-8, and
You know what's weird is at the beginning of the season, Eagles Rams would have been a great game. Like on paper, you'd look
Yeah.
at that and be like, "Dude, that's a good game."
Yeah,
But
Super Bowl.
ooh, dude, great
content-
game,
or
but
Super
Super Bowl
past
champ.
Super Bowl winners.
Yeah, it's depressing, but it is
Speaking
what
of
it
which,
is.
can we talk about Le'Veon Bell wanting to
Nope.
go to
Oh.
the Colts?
But wild
I don't
card,
wanna talk
that's still an
about Le'Veon
option. Wild card is still an option in the NFC.
NFC's a shit show.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck is
Why don't
going
you
on
wanna
with
talk about
NFC.
yeah. Why don't you want to talk about?
I don't know because I don't like him.
But Andrew Luck
As a human
is
being,
so clutch.
If they have Ebron, Luck, Le'Veon Bell, T.Y. Hilton, that's
thing
like
is-
that's like another Rams fucking like
The thing is, I really like the Colts. I like them a lot.
yeah.
And I
me
really
too.
don't like Le'Veon Bell, and I don't want to be conflicted. I want him to go to jail instead of a team because I really don't
That's a
like him
little
that much.
racist.
Yeah, well, if he was white, I would be saying the same thing.
Okay, so what team would you want him to go to if you had to pick one?
I don't think he's going to go to a team because I feel like all the owners are going to be like, they're going to have incentive to not sign somebody that sits out a whole season. Because if he gets this contract that he wanted, then there's a potential situation where like players are going to go, oh, I can sit out a whole season and not get hurt, preserve my body, and then get paid the next year because they'll be like
A shit ton of money.
Yeah, because the teams will be like, oh shit, we need you. I don't think that's something that owners want. I don't think that's something the NFL wants because when you have stars sitting out, that's obviously really bad.
Not
So
something I want.
I think the owners would collude because there's a history.
So
Realistically-
you think his season or you think his career is over?
Of that.
See,
I don't want to like make huge predictions about it or anything, but that just seems like the most likely thing. I don't see why a team would sign him.
I think there are some GMs out there or owners or whatever you want to call them out there willing to sign somebody who wants a lot of money, but I do think sitting out a whole season is going to hurt him because
and also
they're not
he's
going to
asking
know.
for so much money.
Yeah.
It's not even a normal amount
In
of
the
money. It's like
oh,
he wants
honestly,
to be
the
paid
Colts
like a quarterback.
Colts couldn't pay him. They're paying Andrew Luck so much money.
I thought they had one of the best cap
they have one-
situations.
Yeah, but they're probably going to have to re-sign.
They have to
I just read
re-sign
something.
Hilton, I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
soon.
that's what I thought. I think they have to
Or
re-sign
somebody.
Hilton, and if you want to keep him, you're gonna have to pay him some money because he's not having a terrible season.
But if I'm the Colts, it's between T.Y. Hilton and Le'Veon Bell. I'm going with Le'Veon Bell. Actually, I don't know. They got a pretty good running back situation already.
Marlon Mack's not bad.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. fuck
Jets
Bell.
were in talks of signing him, but I mean it's the Jets.
That's what I thought.
it's the
initially.
Jets.
Oh
my-
my god! I hope he goes to the Jets, and I hope they go fucking 0-17.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
Come on, man, they won 3 games
That would-
this season.
That would be okay with me.
Yeah.
He has my blessing to go to New York.
He
The
needed a
Jets,
blessing.
not the Giants.
So you think he's running for president in the future? Is that what you're saying?
I don't have it on any sort of authority, but
China's gonna pay us all this money, or I'm gonna sit out. So speaking of, oh no, I mean I already said Luck is clutch, barely.
What about the 79
who are they playing?
yards
Oh yeah, let's talk. 79 yards,
or 97 yards?
97
I'm
yards
dyslexic.
by 2 players this week.
Both tying their own record Lamar Miller rushes for 97 yards, tying his own record.
Which I had him in fantasy. Only reason I won was that run. It put me right over barely.
That's nice. And Juju 97-yard reception.
That
Also tying his own record.
That play was like, so that's 9.7 points plus the touchdown is like 15.7 plus the reception is like, that was 16, almost 17 points on a play. I remember watching that and I was like, this is like the best thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and we played each other in fantasy. That's weird. You have Juju. That's weird though. Who won that? Who won? Are you drinking chocolate milk? How fucking old are you? Are you kidding me?
You might want to save some of that to rinse down that hot sauce.
That's what it's for. It's for the hot sauce.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. You're still a pussy.
And also, I like chocolate milk.
I mean, I do too, but
I'm an adult that likes chocolate milk. I mean, I don't know when this became.
I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody
We had
attacked
chocolate
Thomas
milk.
Day.
We had chocolate milk during Thanksgiving, and I had a couple glasses.
No, I mean it's
Chocolate milk
milk's
is
great.
lit, dude.
I'm not saying it isn't, but you're drinking it kind of at a weird time. It's almost 9:00 at night.
Did you heat it up? Warm chocolate milk before you go to sleep?
No, this is cold.
Oh, have you? Oh, I can't talk about that.
Warm chocolate milk?
No, I was
Reddit.
making a joke.
What?
Anyway,
Were you gonna
It's
talk
cold, okay?
about- Yeah,
let's do
that's the only way I
pick'ems
drink it.
because we're at 22 minutes.
Warm chocolate milk? Who drinks warm chocolate milk?
Nobody. You heat up milk and give it to babies to help them fall asleep.
Oh, you better heat up Thomas's chocolate milk because he's a baby back bitch.
Pick'em's loser this week was Tommy. 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, who won that also?
Riley, second week in a row. I'm sitting at a happy middle.
I think it's
so
third week in a row.
Might be third. Yeah.
It's the third week
Yeah,
in a
it's
row.
third week in a row. I'm sitting at the happy middle, even though I had the best pick. I picked the Eagles over the Giants. Idiot. I'm looking at you.
It just
No, even though you thought you picked them, you were pissed off that you didn't. And you still won because that Broncos game.
Yeah, if you
that
guys didn't
Broncos,
convince me to go with the Broncos,
yeah.
if we didn't make that rule where we have to pick our own
That's
team.
the game that decided it too, because that was a 3-point game.
yeah, 3-point game, big time.
I knew it all along.
Called it.
Called it.
You called that interception at the end too.
No, actually, I did. I was telling Thomas about this. I always get a weird feeling. I've called home runs before in baseball, I swear to God. And then at the end zone, when it was happening, I was thinking, how weird would it be if there was an interception right now? And then literally the next play, fucking interception.
You know, it's crazy because I watched the end of that game because I got back from BYF just in time. And I was sitting in my living room and my dad was right next to me and I was like, damn, Broncos need a big play. Next play, interception.
What the hell
That
was
was
that?
some
Ben
Seattle
Roethlisberger
Seahawks bullshit.
dude,
Yeah, hey, that's what I was like. They have Connor, like just run him, like one play, like
That was
pitch it
that
or
was a
something.
horrible play on so many levels. Because like for one, if you're on the
Where
goal
was
line,
he throwing it?
Connor, well, for one, Connor needs to touch the ball 4 times in a row. Like no questions about it. Like if you're on the goal line, give it to Connor. That's what he's for. He's a huge running back. I mean, I don't know why they're doing the little throwing it, and it was such a lob. Like I could have caught that. It was. I don't know. And then there was 2 defenders. There was like more defenders than there were wide receivers in the area.
I think it was Chris Harris Jr. on him, too.
Even
on,
though
like,
I picked the
intended
Steelers,
target.
I was kind of rooting for the Broncos D to make a big play, just because like I just wanted a big play, and dude, that was probably one of the biggest plays. Like that D lineman or who was it?
That
was it
was
a
a
D lineman or
No, it was a D lineman.
yeah,
The guy that
he
intercepted
looked,
He
it?
backed off the line.
yeah, he looked huge. And
Oh,
I
thought-
what's
I
his
was
name?
so happy for him. I was so happy
I
for
forget
him.
his name. It's kind of a weird name.
I thought he was a safety that was lined up at tackle.
I don't know. It looked
No.
like a big boy. I thought, but
He was a defensive lineman.
Did you see that trick play though at the end of the first half?
the fake?
The fake punt?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Cuz it was Villanueva, the like offensive lineman.
Did was it this week or last week the Broncos got a blocked kick?
They got one against the Steelers.
They did.
Blocked punt. I think. No,
No, it was a blocked field goal. Because I remember thinking
I thought
it
it
would
was
have made a
blocked punt.
difference. No, it was definitely a blocked kick because he jumped over the lineman and put his hand up, and
I know there was a
guy
block
holding the
kick
ball.
2 weeks ago, but I don't know. I don't think it was from the Broncos, so it might have been this week.
It was
But I was
definitely
at
a blocked field
BYF.
Yeah.
I heard like they're leading the league in blocked field goals or something like that. They make a habit out of that. Them in
The guy
Seattle.
jumped over the line and fucking put his hand up, and it was like it just
Yeah.
hit him square in the hand.
Troy Polamalu flashbacks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it reminded me of. Giddy.
Saints Cowboys. I got the Saints.
Yeah, I think we are.
Saints.
Said Saints.
Sorry,
Saints all
sorry, DeMarcus Lawrence.
You still a bitch.
Bears Giants. I got the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears. Packers Cardinals. Well, being that it's the Packers at home, I'm going with the Packers. If it was the Packers away, probably wouldn't have picked the Packers.
I think I still would have picked the Packers.
I'm picking Packers.
I
Yeah.
know. I was
Yeah.
making a joke because they
As
can't.
much
they-
as I
they,
hate and don't trust Aaron Rodgers, I trust him more
they
than
can't.
anybody
They
on
can't
the-
win away games. They are
Yeah.
over on away games this season. Colts Jags. I got the Colts because the Jags aren't playing good and Leonard Fournette is
And
out
literally
again.
everybody on their team is benched or suspended now.
Peace out,
Yeah,
Blake
I got the
Bortles.
Colts.
I haven't made a pick on Browns Texans.
I got the Texans.
I
and
got
it's not
I got
even-
Texans all the way. You might as well pick Browns, buddy.
Not gonna be today. Well, the Texans have won 8 straight, and
Yeah, but the Browns are hot. They're hot.
they've won 2 games in a row.
Yeah, but the Texans it's usually close games, so maybe the Browns can pull through.
We'll come back to that.
No.
Yeah, and Baker Mayfield's special. He's
Yeah,
a
he
special
is. He is. He
quarterback.
really is. Panthers Bucks. I got Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers. Bucks
I got
aren't.
the Panthers.
I don't know that team.
Dolphins Bills. I got Dolphins.
I got the Bills.
I do too.
Nice.
Nice.
I feel like they're turning it around a little bit, and I feel like they're getting a little bit better, and the Dolphins are getting a little bit shittier.
Yeah, yeah. And Josh Allen's playing way better,
Yeah.
and the Bills
Well, they
defense is
couldn't
like
play worse.
second in the league right now.
Yeah. And I think they
So-
were at rock bottom in their offense. Like, they couldn't get any worse. And
Yeah.
so now they're kind of on
They're
the
picking up.
upswing, and the Dolphins are kind of regressing a little bit.
You know, and the Dolphins don't have a good offense, so against
They don't
the
have a
number
good
2 or
anything.
3 ranked Bills defense, I see the Bills pulling out.
Broncos Bengals. I got Broncos.
I got the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos.
Falcons Ravens. I got the Falcons.
I got Ravens.
I picked the Falcons. I almost picked the Ravens,
Send
though,
the
because
Raven.
the Ravens always pull upsets like that, it seems like.
And
but- Well, I don't even know if it would be
Joe
an
Flacco
upset.
comes back, they're going to utilize both Joe Flacco and Lamar Jackson, and it reminds me of like the Saints, how they utilize 2 quarterbacks.
Hill and
I think that would
Breeze.
be freaking awesome.
I love Hill.
If we see a rushing Lamar Jackson with Joe Flacco, I think that'd be really cool.
I think I just read that
Yeah.
Jackson's starting.
Okay.
I think I just read that.
bet-
I'm just
I
letting
like-
you
I
know.
like the
it said he's
chances of
likely
that.
to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that anyway. I
Um,
like him better than Joe Flacco.
Rams Lions. I got the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fucking Matt Stafford beating the fucking... No, I'm just kidding. I got the Rams.
Yeah, Rams, dude.
Chiefs Raiders. I got the Chiefs. Double read that.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs.
My prediction is that Derek Carr is going to get injured, and then John Gruden is going to go out and play quarterback and throw 6 touchdowns and win the game.
Okay, so
the
you got the
Raiders.
Raiders winning.
Yo, if that
Move on,
happens,
move on,
if
move
that
on.
happens,
No, I
you
do
win.
not have the Raiders winning.
I was gonna say if that happens, you
He
win.
would do that. He'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. It'd be like in The Longest Yard when that old ass guy, Burt Reynolds, comes out and starts playing quarterback. It just gets shit on.
I hate
Titans.
Jay Gruden or John Gruden.
Yeah, same.
Titans Jets. I got Titans.
Yeah, Titans, because their defense is always good, and
Yeah, I got the Titans because even if
Mariota's
their
not
offense
great,
isn't on, I still think they can beat the Jets.
yeah, they don't
if
have
they
to.
are on, then they're gonna fucking kill the Jets. So.
Yeah, they don't have to play like a great game
Yeah.
to win, but the Jets to win, they have to play like a almost perfect game.
Yeah, and they don't. After watching the Titans destroy the Patriots like they did, I think the Titans have the talent because they ran a really good offense, a really fast-paced offense.
Well, the Jets kept up with the. The Jets just lost to the Patriots, but
yeah.
Seahawks 49ers. I got Seahawks.
Hawks.
Seattle.
Okay.
Seahawks, yeah.
Everybody got Seahawks. Game of the week, Pats Vikings. I got the Patriots. Tom Brady.
Yeah, I've got the Patriots too. I don't trust.
I got
Kirk
the
Cousins.
Vikings.
On to Minnesota.
Fuck.
I like Vikings defense is better than the Patriots.
Don't
defense.
I was gonna say, don't you say it's better than the
Vikings
Patriots offense?
is like. I think that they have just as much talent as the Patriots offense.
I think Sonny Michel is gonna run all over him.
I think you're stupid.
Sunday
Shut
night,
up.
Steelers Chargers. I still haven't even made my pick on this one either.
I got Steelers.
Yeah, I'm thinking Steelers because the Chargers really haven't played that good of teams this season. But Phillip Rivers, man.
Well, Melvin Gordon's out.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Was
I
it
didn't
an
know that.
MCL injury?
Yeah.
Yeah, MCL
He's
injury.
out for at least 2 weeks, probably.
Oh wow, who has him in our league?
In our other league, I have him, but in
The
our
one with
main
Ron.
one,
That's Brett or I don't know.
some random guy.
Yeah, I've got the Steelers reluctantly.
Monday Night Football, Eagles Skins. I got the Eagles.
Yeah, I got the Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay,
not
I'm going with the
winning
Browns over Texans just cause.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say we're different enough where you could do that and still
Yeah.
pull out. Because if the Patriots win, then I pretty much lose this week. So
All that I have that's different from you is that game, and then I think that's it.
I picked the Ravens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Interesting pick.
You guys both picked the Steelers.
Yeah, I picked the Steelers.
I almost didn't pick them.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
scared too.
No, hey, that was
Because I
was.
second guess my bias now, but it's like, well, I don't know.
We were talking about our picks before the podcast, and those were the two main games: the Browns Texans and the Steelers.
It's weird though because in my brain I always associate the Chargers with dog shit, and now they're good, so it's hard to break away from.
Yeah, after you pulled it off, dude, it's not that I'm obsessed with the Browns. It's just they've been playing good ball.
You're
I mean,
obsessed with the Browns.
I like to give him. I
You're
like to give him
obsessed
credit.
with
I'm obsessed with Baker Mayfield. There's a difference.
Fucking
Baker
Daddy.
Gayfield, more like.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey,
Can't say that.
That's which is
say
okay.
that.
It's fine. That's
Subjectively and yeah, it's fine. To be.
you're gonna. That reminded me of the space video, like where they
That's
started
alright,
saying it, and then they just
When I was a child.
space.
Tim and
space,
Eric,
space,
check it out.
Yeah, and we're on to Cincinnati.
it's on
Cincinnati.
Uh,
Rest in peace.
and then we also have to say what the next punishment's going to be for the loser. Do we decide that?
Did we decide that?
Oh, so
Let's do the blender one.
The first and second place winners choose items to be blended into a blender, and the other person has to drink it blindfolded.
But they don't tell each other
what.
what they are.
Yeah.
Until.
They don't. The two people don't tell each other the ingredients.
So what my idea was everybody, like right now after this, we all have an ingredient, and somehow we all get them together. Or actually, what it would be is we all bring an ingredient, and then we don't know what they are until
After he drinks it.
Whoever, let's say Griffey lost, Griffey never knows what they are because he's blindfolded.
Why are you covering your ears? You haven't
Yeah, you
lost
don't
yet.
have to. But like he's blindfolded, and he only knows what he brought. He doesn't know what you and I brought.
Okay.
And then we look at what they are at the same time, and then we know what we have to work with. Plus, so because there's like 3 different ones, and then we blend it, and then he eats it with
I'm
the
choosing
blindfold.
Starburst all the way. Oh,
Oh, you have to change it. No, yeah, I'm for that. I like that
Okay,
idea.
So let's do that. Does anybody have a blender? Because I do not have a blender.
I do.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna choose a gross item because I'm
Yeah.
gonna choose an item that's like actually like paired with other things would be gross, but on its own it's not.
That's a good
Keep
idea.
that in mind.
Yeah, I'll keep that in
It's
mind.
gonna be like garlic.
Diced garlic.
No, it's
Shut
not,
up.
It's not gonna be garlic. It's
Shut
not gonna
up.
He's a vampire. All right. Anyway,
Sucking you.
we're Stage of the Game podcast on Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati.